putting the first 4 points on the board for Penn State.
And we are already set at 133. That's what I love about wrestling, Ryan. We are back at it. This one is number 4 in the country, Marcus Blaze from Perrysburg, Ohio, the freshman who has been insurmountable so far this season. 14-0 start, and Braxton Brown, number 16 from Allen, Texas, a redshirt senior for this Maryland squad. Hasn't had the best season this year, but last year was absolutely electric. A win tonight would put Braxton, definitely shuffle him up in that ranking board, that's for sure. As both these guys up top. Brown 12-4 on the season, still not insanely, not his worst. 2-1 in Big Ten, and hasn't had the best season versus ranked opponents, but like I said, Ryan, beating a guy, Marcus Blaze, arguably could be number 1 in the nation at 133, but definitely have people talking about him.
And Maryland head coach Alex Clemson was talking about us and saying Brown's a guy that needs to be talked about. And this 133 class is so deep and there's so much parity because of these two wrestlers we see on the mat right now. Marcus Blaze, one of the best freshmen in the country, who's gotten it done to a top 5 ranking. And Braxton Brown, who's been in that conversation for top 5, as you mentioned, hasn't had the season against ranked opponents that he'd want, going just 1-3 so far.
24-6 last year for Brown, 18-1 in duels. And in the Big Ten, that's 7-1. Brown really didn't have struggles. One of the 2 Terps last year to win versus Penn State. In that match recap, they didn't throw their main 33 out there, but Brown said, whoever you put out here in this circle, I'm going to take down, and that's what he did.
There's Kaison Garcia at 133 from Penn State, who lost to Braxton Brown 9-1. Got to wonder if that gives Braxton a little bit of confidence into this one. Again, someone who's turned into a real leader so far, the Allen, Texas native, who's now competing for his redshirt senior season.
And here it is. We're looking at both these guys go up top. Looks like Blaze is in control. Blaze has the hook, but Brown able to prevent a possible takedown. Blaze gets the first takedown, burning Brown and bringing him to the mat. 3-0 start for the Nittany Lion at 33. Braxton looking to get out of this grip before it becomes substantial. Was doing everything he could, Ryan, it appeared, to get away from that takedown, but last night, Blaze had a takedown 10 seconds into the match versus Indiana's Blaine Frazier. He had 3 in the first 3 minutes. So far for Brown, he's at least doing good and not allowing him to get 3 takedowns, but that first he could not avoid. As that'll cap off the first period here in the 33 weight pound.
Yeah, but Blaze is as polished and as mature as you take a look at the tail of the tape right now as a freshman come. You see the resume that Blaze has. It's really hard to understand that it's the word freshman under that last name right there for Blaze. So he's been someone who's been in the lineup, making his 11th of 11 starts so far for Penn State. And 14-0 on the season, with 12 of his 14 wins coming with bonus points.
And for Blaze, leading his squad in wins and tech falls, as well as takedowns and takedown differential too. 38 times he's taken down opponents and only given up 1. So Braxton Brown has his work cut out for him as he gets, you see Blaze gets the escape point there to start this second period off. Brown battling from behind, but these guys are up top. You see the length of the torso of Blaze just keeping Braxton out of arm's reach, just able to stay so far away. His legs are so far back. If Brown tries a shot, it could not end in his favor. Blaze, a little hesitation. Brown gets in the grips of Blaze.
And this is what Clemson was talking about with Braxton Brown, wanting to see him do more wrestling moves, take more shots as he goes for the single leg there.
And he tries it there, and you just see the speed of Blaze, able to evade Brown's takedown and get one of his own. We talked about it. Only one of his wins was from a decision of Drake Ayala. IL at Iowa City, January 16th.
And that's no slouch to face as a wrestler, especially for a freshman. For Blaze to pick up a win like that against Ayala, a guy who's been a multi-time All-American, was part of a dominant Penn State win over number 4 Iowa.
And don't count Blaze off from a win by fall. He's got 2 overranked opponents this year, and he's trying to do that again over Brown. Brown able to send Blaze to the mat. You see the leg of Braxton Brown. Both of them have each other's legs fully out. And it looks like at the buzzer, Blaze gets control, but the referee is saying that it was right after. Let's take another look.
A potentially dangerous call as Blaze just gets all the way around. There's the takedown that he gets on Brown. We'll go on bottom looking for an escape to start the 3rd period.
This is an exciting 3rd period of action. Obviously, the scoreboard doesn't say that right now, but Braxton Brown, you got to believe he's going to try and do everything he can to get off this mat.
See the scoreboard corrected to the 5 points awarded as well for the tech fall that we saw at 125 by Luke Lillidahl in Penn State.
So Brown has just over a minute and 3/4. He gets the escape point there, and now Brown working from behind, obviously. Going to need 2 takedowns. All right, takedown and some near fall to get back into this one.
This is where you want to see the experience for Braxton Brown. Redshirt senior, kind of prevail a little bit and see where he can use that against Blaze, who's just so powerful, again, as a freshman.
Blaze trying to go for another takedown, and he will get awarded that one. Blaze battles Brown all the way to the outskirts of the circle. Gets the takedown there before the referee sends him back to the middle. This is Blaze's first time wrestling here in College Park, obviously a freshman. Looking for his first win on that Maryland M. And would be a big one over Braxton Brown. It's a guy in Braxton Brown who's has experience, a 3-time NCAA qualifier and 5th at the 2025 Big Tens. He's been an NCAA qualifier in his last 3 years. Going to try and do the same this year. Battling from behind. A stall call there against Braxton Brown.
Clemson really highlighting Brown's athleticism to take shots like that. And we've seen it in the last 2 wins for Brown over Purdue's Blake Borman and Indiana's Jackson Blum.
Braxton Brown going to have to shoot with just about 30 seconds left in this one. It's in bonus point territory now. It'd be a major. And almost that riding time secured too. Braxton Brown would need a takedown and get at within the next 10 seconds for it to be substantial. Brown maybe. Gripping at the shoulders of Blaze. Blaze shoots. Brown gets around. Is it going to be a takedown? Both these guys spinning. Brown looking to get control. 10 seconds left in this one. If Braxton can get to the back of Blaze, it could change this one from bonus point territory to a decision win. Brown's got 2 seconds. And it looks like might have awarded the takedown. That one.
Marcus Blaze gets it at the buzzer. A major decision victory for the freshman.
So Blaze, for the first time in College Park, the freshman gets a ranked win added to his already impressive resume. Undefeated.